search for the reason why the days just pass me by. We travel through the light to a city shining white. To a city shining white. I search for the reason why. We travel through the light the days just pass me by. The city shining bright. I search for the reason why the days just pass me by. We travel through the light to a city shining white. To a city shining white. I search for the reason why. We travel through the light the days just pass me by.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. I am Joe, aka Phantom Meeple, as always. Back from a week off. Definitely took some time to relax a little bit and go up to Vancouver for a little thing called SHUX, which I'm going to be talking about today. And with me, as always, she's never invited.
Nope.
She always shows up.
Yep.
My wonderful partner, the Baker Meeple.
It's me.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you holding up, my dear?
Everything's awesome.
Is it?
No.
It's not awesome.
I mean, it could be worse. Somehow. Sure, it could be worse.
I'm sure it could be. But anyway, we're here. Let's say hello to everybody in chat.
Hey.
Oh, thank you, Unruly. 6 months. That is absolutely
Love
amazing.
it.
Thank you for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. Speaking of support, thank you to you, 20 months, which is insane.
It is almost old enough in months to drink.
I know.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's been at tier 3, which is like absolutely just great.
Well, see, I was playing the long con.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, it was so that eventually when I started streaming like 6 months ago, you would feel like you had...
Oh, there goes Unruly being Unruly again.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for those gift subs, Unruly.
You're
You
the
are
best.
an amazing person. Love you very dearly.
Yes.
You are amazing. So, Gen Cam, Board Games, Lone Shark, Matthew Poco, who I met this weekend, but I'll get to that. Granny Gamer, All Games New and Old, and Odin Mercer, enjoy your gift subs,
Yes.
courtesy of Unruly Cats. Much appreciated. And yeah, I was just going to say hello to everybody else in chat.
Yes.
Of course, your friend Spammy here
Yep.
as always. Thank you for being here. And Board Game Feast, who I also saw this weekend,
Yeah.
which is really awesome. It was great to finally put some in-person faces to names, which is always great. Yeah, so let me talk about SHUX a little bit. First of all, let me take this time to publicly thank Alex Flagg from Crafty Games
Yay.
for letting me go with him this weekend to SHUX to help demo Randy Flynn's new game, Tabriz. I guess I have been playing a lot of Tabriz and doing all of this I guess official, unofficial publicity for it.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't mind because, I got to go on an awesome trip and I had a great time up there in Vancouver. It was really an amazing time. Spent a majority of the day, obviously, at our booth, demoing the game. But when I wasn't demoing, I did get to walk around the exhibit hall a little bit. I didn't really have time to take too many pictures or even take video for that matter, because I don't know if y'all heard Ray from CGE yesterday when she was doing her SHUX recap over on the CGE channel. Data in Canada sucks badly. So doing anything over, if you have an unlimited plan, it's not unlimited.
Actually,
They cap you off at 30 gigs and then they throttle you to 56k speeds, which is really terrible.
oh, what is that?
Oh, that's a new Twitch feature that they implemented the other day. So you know how you can spend channel points to highlight a message?
Yeah.
Now you can elevate a message to make sure the streamer sees it, and you pay to do it. So thank you for the $5, Unruly. I
I
appreciate
feel
that.
like Unruly is just out here going "Ooh, what's this button?"
Yeah. Hey, Unruly trying out new things. I greatly appreciate that. I don't know what this is for, but let's press it. Well, hey, it supports the channel, and I appreciate it. Swook, welcome in. Yeah, see there, go Board Game Feast. Trying to watch some data right now, and it's struggling. Yeah, let's see. Oh, weird. It's also under the image. I have to press all new buttons. Yeah, it's so strange. But you know what?
I love it.
Hey, your experimenting helps me out, and I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
it could be worse.
So let's first and foremost, I'm gonna go ahead and throw up a couple of pictures on the screen.
Wait.
First of all,
First and foremost,
Yeah.
Board Game Feast. Thank you for the cookie.
yeah,
It's
there you go.
delicious. And I really liked eating the cookie. It made my whole day better. I'm not gonna lie.
It was very good. Ruth Ruly says also it was fun seeing Phantom randomly pop up in people's SHUX videos on Instagram.
I literally was scrolling and I was
Wait, what other Instagram videos did I show up in other than the one I found?
there was, I think, at least one other one I saw you in, and I scrolled past it too fast to know. But I was just all I saw was space poofs, and I was like,
Now I'm curious. I only know of one Instagram video I showed up in because it was taken by Board Game Feast while I was demoing. So what? I may as well start with that one. Oh, Board Game Feast, Board Game Spam. Too many board games around here.
oh, the board.
But yeah, Board Game Spam. Yeah, so while I was demoing, so I'll throw the video up here real quick, downloaded it from Instagram.
All right, so one wolf, one plant die.
There's me demoing Tabriz, and Andrew Peover sitting at the table.
And as your
on time,
reward, you're gonna get 6 money.
which is so awesome.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that they took that and put it up on Instagram because, I had planned on taking pictures anyway to, because Crafty and Gamerati, the distributor, wanted some photos, so that just helped my cause, which is really, really great. And Rui says, I saw these, I'm at the hunt for these now. I'm really curious, like, whose Instagram videos I showed up in. I'm like, it's so awesome.
Because I just follow like the generic board games hashtag. And yeah, at one point I was scrolling and people were like, SHUX, and then I just saw like your head and I was like, okay.
Yeah, and then also on the demo table, I'll throw this up there. So on Saturday, Tom and Quinn's from the Shut Up and Sit Down crew actually came to our demo table to get a partial demo of Tabriz. So, I mean, not too starstruck, but I thought it was really cool that they actually took the time. And they did that to pretty much every table at the exhibit hall. Like, they took the time, sat down, actually learned a little bit of, what people were showing off. So really cool that they actually took the time out to let us demo. So Alex and I tag team that one. He was doing the demo. I was taking pictures because, we both couldn't multitask.
Yeah.
But yeah, really cool to meet those guys. And I'm glad they stopped in. And then finally, we got these two jokers here.
Love those.
So Board Game Feast and Quaid Rain, super excited that I got to meet these two gentlemen in person. They were just so kind and very warm and embracing, and I'm really glad I got to, it was limited the time I got to hang out with those two, but the fact that we got to shake hands and shoot the breeze a little bit was really awesome. And I hope to go up there, bring you with me this time, so we can, properly play some games and such. So yeah, it was definitely a good time. James Brazil, welcome in. You have not missed too much. I just was pretty much talking about SHUX in general. Board Game Spam took a video of me demoing Tabriz, which is really awesome. And then I showed off the picture of Tom and Quinn's from Shut Up and Sit Down. They came by the booth, demoed the game. And then I showed up a picture of me meeting Quaid Rain and Board Game Feast, which was great. And yeah, so that was normally, Friday and Saturday was pretty much working. But after hours, so on Friday, it was me, Board Game Spam, Berto Fresh, who also pops in here from time to time, and Board Game Feast, and I think I said Board Game Spam already. We all went to this amazing sushi restaurant in Gastown in Vancouver.
Speak of the demo.
Speaking of the demo, Berto. Hello. See, I invoked his name and he shows up, which is so great.
Funny.
Yeah, welcome, Berto. Yeah, I was just recounting our SHUX adventure. So on Friday night, yeah, Berto and his partner Daniel was also there, and Board Game Stand Andrew Pia. We went to this amazing sushi place called Momo Sushi, and it was really good. Like, we had to wait 30 minutes to get into the place because there was 6 of us. But the menu, it was so affordable, but it was so tasty.
I love sushi.
I got the spicy deep fried tofu to start with, which is really good.
That sounds good.
And it was the crust on it was just so fantastic, and it was like a sriracha mayo sauce on it, really tasty. And then I got a couple of spicy rolls. It was a double spicy tuna roll, and I forget what the other one was. I think it might have been a spicy California roll, but they're really good.
What made it double spicy?
I don't know what made it double spicy. It's just what they called it.
Oh, okay. I was like, was it double the tuna? Was it double the spice?
And yes, Daniel, I'm mixing up my names. But anyway, yeah, so it's just amazing food overall. And then after that, we went back to the convention center, and Board Game Spam and Berto and his partner, we played Crescent Moon from Osprey Games, which I knew nothing about. But apparently it was a 4 to 5 player only area control game, and Andrew was dying to play it. Apparently they bought it a while ago but never had the people to do it, and I really enjoyed it. It was a very tense asymmetrical power area control game. If we had constantly 4 to 5 people, I probably would have bought this game, but
yeah,
it would never hit the table. But yeah, it was really fun, and that was my Friday. And then Saturday, Alex and I got invited out by the CGE crew. So we hung out with Ray and a couple of the imps that they brought along, Nate and Tony, and Nathan was also there. And we went to dinner at this amazing like brewery that had the best beer like I've ever had in my life. Super good. Hey, so very wrong about games. Welcome in. You were there at SHUX as well. Didn't think we got a chance to cross paths, but I know you were there. So good to see you, my friend. Yeah, so we had dinner with them, and then we went back to their hotel, and we basically closed down the lobby playing some games. We played Cat in the Box. We played Scout. What else did we play? I think we played one more game. I'm trying to forget, but yeah, it was really just a great time. And then Sunday, Alex and I had to leave early because, you know, driving back down south and crossing the border back into the U.S. is just a pain. And Alex had to drive 6 hours back to Portland, so
yeah,
we didn't get to do any demoing on Sunday, but we did say our goodbyes. And yeah, that was basically my SHUX weekend. A lot of working, got to, you know, shake a lot of hands, meet a bunch of folks. It was really fun.
Board Game Feast wants to know if you remember the name of the brewery.
Oh, hold on. Let me look in my Twitter DMs because I know Ray told me what the name of the place was.
And then I'm really sad. I'm not sure that this close to
Steamworks.
I can listen to this much food talk. I feel that.
Yeah, Steamworks. It wasn't that far down from the convention center, but so you probably know it, Daniel. Yeah, Ray is just an amazing person. Like, I honestly like when you like meet streamers on Twitch, it's such kind of like a strange relationship. Like, you know, it's like, you know, a person, and had I not met her in person at Gen Con and, you know, streamed her and hung out with her a little bit, SHUX probably would have went very differently. But the fact that, you know, we'd already met once and she wasn't there to work, she was actually, you know, at the convention, you know, just hanging out, having a good time. And you know, I think it kind of cemented that kind of interpersonal relationship a little more. I mean, we wouldn't have gotten invited out otherwise to, you know, play games with them. Oh, Kentucky Fried Dice, welcome in. Thank you for the continued subscription. Much appreciated. Appreciate your support. So very wrong get games. That Steamworks building is really cool. And yes, Dan says Steamworks is solid. Yeah. So I got a steak. I kept it simple, but it was so amazing. And they had this Oktoberfest special going on, and this like giant pretzel covered in cheese, and they had like a dill like horseradish mustard sauce to go with it. I will take you there. I see that face.
I just want y'all to know that I ate pretzel bites for dinner. I ordered takeaway for the kid and I played 0 board games. But I did play like 16 hours of Disney Dreamlight Valley.
So you kept busy.
Sure, yeah, busy. I don't know if that's the word I'd use to describe it.
Yeah, and then I also got some poutine, which is really good. I had that poutine. You're in Canada. Why not?
You didn't tell. I like how you saved that for the stream because you knew that would be like one of the 5 things you could do to me that would cause me to divorce
but,
you.
You know, hey, I brought you back your Timbits. You're welcome.
That's true.
I brought you home Timbits. I got you an awesome like steamed baked pork bun from this amazing Chinese bakery that was down the block from us.
It did not reheat well. Is the only problem.
Yeah.
It was you could have played working.
Yes, thank you for popping in for a quick hello, Kentucky Fried Dice. Yes. Much appreciated. And now Spammy's hungry.
That's same.
You know what, Daniel? I'm jealous that you could go there for lunch tomorrow because I would if I lived near there.
James, my kiddo has horrible ADHD. So that combined with my ADHD means that we actually need someone here who's not ADHD to keep the board game rolling. Because otherwise, I would have gotten everything set up. We would have not made it through a rules teach, and we both would have quit and gone into something else.
Exactly. Board Game Feast, was it the authentic? Yes, it did have squeaky cheese curds, and I added smoked pulled pork because why not?
Is that what you're making for dinner tonight?
I mean, I can. I just have to go out and get stuff, but I could do that. Sophia Razor, welcome in. I need this Nightmare Before Christmas top. I mean, it is fantastic.
I got it at Walmart. It is the softest thing ever. And actually, like, it's been in the 70s in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, like, it's been unnaturally hot for October.
So, today, it was, like, 62, and I walked out of work, and I was like, Oh yeah! Oh my God! I can go home and finally put this stupid thing on, but it is so dang soft. And then they actually have a set that's a shirt and pants that my kid got that is the same really, really ridiculously soft material. So that's why I keep just like touching it because it's so dang soft.
Actually, I haven't even touched. Wow, that is comfy.
It is so
like it's
soft.
like it's like pajama material, but
Yeah.
it's so
just
good.
like
We walked out of work and said, "This is." I mean, that's legit.
actually did a little bit. Like I walked out and I was like, ah! And then I like skipped to my car a little bit, not a lot of it, just a little bit. I had a little pep in my step, which was delightful. So
It was really good. Yeah, so I mean that's pretty much the recap of SHUX. I mean, I've talked, since the beginning of the stream. I'm surprised I went 20 minutes on SHUX. Like that's pretty cool.
that is pretty cool.
But yeah, it was a great time. I would believe it or not, even though it was a smaller convention, like the exhibit hall, for lack of a better term, it was like a cordoned off area of like this giant room.
Yeah.
So there wasn't much there to see, but the fact that the open play area was just gigantic,
Yeah.
like huge. I would go again. I when I got there, I was like, this is small. I'm not gonna go, but just I don't know. I think it's more about the playing and the people than the actual like exhibits.
I just want to play games.
So yeah, I think if we could swing it next year, I mean, we're already planning Gen Con.
Yep.
That's gonna happen.
Yep.
But if I'm gonna choose another convention to go to next year, if I'm not demoing for Crafty again, which I might, because it'll probably be around the time when Tabriz is in either production and they have the production copy or pre-production, I'm probably gonna wind up demoing it again. Because I guess another funny story, I can't get off of SHUX. But so when I was volunteered for the job, because Alex had somebody that was going to go with him and they fell out, and I was kind of like the backup to the backup. And, Alex was like, oh, great. You want to come along? I need somebody to help. At this point, I'm desperate. So I go up there, and I don't think he quite knew, like, who I really was and what I do. So, like, I knock out the first demo to Breeze, and he was just kind of like standing in the background, like observing me, watching what I do. And after the demo was done, he's like, hey, you're really good at this. Like, I had no idea you were, this good at demoing games. I'm like, well, A, I've got the experience from Gen Con. I've done this in a con setting. And B, like, this is what I do on stream. Like, I go through teaches of board games, playing with other people. It's just kind of what I do. So it didn't end there. So, we swapped off, doing demos, but whenever I was doing a demo, like I would kind of see him out of the corner of my eye, like talking to people that would come up to the booth. And then when I would get done with the demo, he's like, hey, there's some people here to see you. And, oh yeah, I totally forgot. I ran into, Matthew Poco and Shanna Ranner. They came up to say hello to me, and he's like, hey, you got some fans that want to see you. I'm like, wait a minute, I have fans? I'm like, excuse me? And yeah, they came up and introduced themselves. It was really, really nice. But it wasn't like the first time that happened. This happened like 3 or 4 times throughout the entire weekend. And he's just like, you're a freaking rock star. And I had no idea. I was like, I told you, you did not know what you were getting when I volunteered to help you demo. So I think I kind of threw him for a loop because he didn't realize like how like board game Twitch is a thing and like how like tight knit of a community it is.
Yeah.
So I think I opened his eyes to some stuff that was really, really awesome.
No, that's good.
Daniel says it's absolutely about the community and just playing games, also panels and events. Yeah, I really wish I had the opportunity to go to panels and events, but when you're working a con, you gotta make that little bit of a sacrifice. Oh yeah. do you know who I am? Exactly. I jokingly said that to Alex. It's like, do you know who the hell I am? But yeah, it was super fun. All right, enough talk about SHUX. Let's get down to what I brought home.
Do you want to make our announcement at the end of the stream?
Saturday? No, I think we can make it now.
I think we make it now and then at the end of the stream.
Yeah, we could do it both, but I don't think this is my place to make this announcement because
it's mine.
I am not the official person.
No, it is my announcement, and you are just along for the ride for like the first time.
However, I will start with, if you weren't here for Community Connections last week, which we had to skip out on last night because we had some family stuff to take care of, and if you didn't watch the interview with Protesta last night, it was really entertaining. So please go to Jess's channel and check that out. But last week when we interviewed, who the heck did we interview last week?
Randy.
Yeah, Randy Flynn. Funny enough, you got some news that you are one of or the tabletop coordinator for Geek Girl Con here in Seattle.
Woo! Yes.
So through that, you have some news. So let the kind folks know what's going on.
So if you saw either Joe or mine's schedule for this week, you saw on Saturday there was a surprise at 10 a.m. Pacific. That surprise is Joe and I will be on Geek Girl Con's official Twitch channel, playing Horrified American Monsters and kind of teaching the crowds how to play it. And I am super duper stoked because they don't normally do board games on their channel. So I'm pretty stoked that we get to be a board game streamer on their channel.
Yeah, so we get to break Geek Girl Con's board game cherry, so to speak, and kind of ease them into board game Twitch. And yeah, it's with your position as a tabletop coordinator, and you kind of mentioned to them that both of us have Twitch streaming experience, and they just recently started up their Twitch channel. Like, it's only a couple months old. Yeah,
and what happened was they kind of put out an email. They're like, hey, if you have ideas for Twitch streams, let us know. And I was like, hey, funny story. I'm a Twitch streamer. I mostly go on my fiance's channel and harass him over there. But we both stream board games, and there's lots of Halloween themed board games. So if you're interested, and she was like, absolutely. And I was like, ooh. I'm like, what did I do? And Joe goes, you made a good decision. I'm like,
yeah, I think you did make a good decision. Yeah, we're both super excited about it. Yeah. So we have a meeting with their Twitch staff tomorrow night, to discuss the specifics, and hopefully I think probably get some of their assets so I could set up the stream as it since it is going to be on their channel. Yep. But yeah, so we're officially going to put that out probably after the meeting tomorrow. Yep. But y'all get the exclusive scoop before our schedules go out updated.
Yeah.
So Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific on Geek Girl Con's official Twitch channel.
Yes.
We're playing Horrified.
It's super exciting. And if you're in the Pacific Northwest area, Geek Girl Con is in November.
Yep. Saturday, November 5th, and you can see both of us.
Both of us are going to be there in very different capacities. Joe will be there with a media badge. I will be there as my first one as coordinator, and our spawn will be wandering around cosplaying as something because they'll be an official con child. So
yeah, it'll be great. So yeah, so that's our announcement.
Yeah, James, so we'll probably put it out on Friday during our Friday stream, I think.
What's that?
The actual Twitch channel, once it's all official and stuff.
Yeah. After we have the meeting, like I said, we'll probably if not on the stream on Friday, definitely after we have the meeting and it's solidified. But it is on their schedule, but not that we're doing it.
Yep. Yeah. So if you just go they're on Twitter and Instagram, you can.
Oh, actually, you know what? I can test this out for the first time.
Oh.
Because James is asking. They need to know the Twitch channel, so let's try this. Let's see if it works.
You see it here first. We're gonna see if it works.
Sure enough, it works.
Oh, but not on mobile, unfortunately.
Nope, not on mobile, but it definitely works. Oh yeah, it definitely works. So that's Twitch's new shout-out command.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it lets them know that a shout-out was given and how many people saw it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so hey, it was worth a shot.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get down to the table and let's see what I brought home, right?
Yeah, presents.
Because I'm not going to sit here and spout and talk for 2 hours because y'all aren't here to see that.
I would not be here to see that.
Yeah, and it should pop up a follow button. I don't know if it does it on mobile, but at least on computer, yeah, it pops up a button that allows you to follow the channel, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Or you should be able to click on the link in the chat, which obviously, again, not on mobile because Abby
mobile
just tested it.
Doesn't show nothing, unfortunately.
Yeah. So for you mobile people, I will do the old school shout out.
Yeah, it's not on mobile, but
yeah, there we go. So there's the link. And
Let me
then
help you.
there's a clip. I'm not sure what they're playing though.
Thank
They're playing something, like I said, they primarily do a lot of video games.
Yeah, video games. They've had just kind of like chat streams.
No.
So yeah,
I know
I'm,
you weren't on the
super stoked to
boat.
bring tabletop
I'm
to
sorry.
Bye.
their Twitch channel.
I had no idea.
And what's the,
Like I said, I have no idea what they're playing.
Oh.
Some kind of like water game.
Maybe like a horror survival game. type
Maybe. Not entirely sure.
game? Mm-mm.
But anyway, so that's where we'll be on Saturday.
Yeah, super duper stoked.
All right, table. Let's go.
First present up is
Yeah, so first, I mean, I will show this off just in case, for those that were not here during the Tabriz stream a couple weeks ago. So, Fandom, we do come here just to hear you chat. Thank you, James. I appreciate that. So, Crafty, once again, was kind enough to let me borrow one of the prototype copies of Tabriz. So this weekend, we're actually doing a get-together in Tacoma. Jess CCG is going to be coming up. Amanda Panda is going to be here. Board Game Spam is going to be there. A couple other folks. And Jess was trying really, really hard to talk to Crafty Games to get like a play group in Portland because she really, really wants to play it. And I mean, Alex is a great guy, but he's also super busy.
Yeah.
So, he's like, tell Jess I'm sorry, I couldn't set anything up. So I'm like, hey, I'm going to be doing a meetup. Let me borrow the prototype. I'm going to show it to like a bunch of streamers. And I'll take pictures and I'll, publicize the hell out of it. He's like, go for it. Yeah. So, Amanda Panda has lovingly called it Panda Spiel 2022 because it's the same weekend as Eschen Spiel. So I have a prototype copy of Tabriz, and if you have not seen this prototype, I will definitely show it to you. So here is the playmat. I don't know if I can get the entire thing on the screen because it is rather wide, but the artwork of this playmat is pretty much going to be the final product. Let me actually zoom out a little bit. There we go. That gets the whole thing on the screen. This artwork is pretty much final. It's really, really gorgeous. The art is done by a gentleman named by Sid Finney. He is an Iranian artist, and so awesome. It's completely authentic. The neoprene mat is going to be what's going to come with the game. Right now, it is not two-sided, but the final product, I believe, will be two-sided. It'll have the two-player side of the board on the back.
Oh, that's nice.
So that'll be super nice. Other than that, the rest of this is pretty much prototype. Like the player boards are, super, super basic. But on a couple of them, on the back of the player boards in the final product, each player mat is going to have a different AI that you can play this game solo, or you can play it incorporated into like a 2 or 3 player game, which is really, really nice. The art on these cards, they're really, really simple. It's very, very language independent, but I think they are really beautifully drawn as far as like the contracts and everything. Really, really great artwork. Just so simple, so clean. And the gameplay is really, really great too.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to check out that playthrough, it should still be available in my VODs or on my YouTube channel. So if you want to check out this game in action, please feel free to. It's going to be a hit, I think.
Absolutely.
The Game Found campaign should launch the middle of this month. Crafty is still waiting on an exact date for that to happen. But once the campaign goes live, you'll be able to pledge for it. And they're shooting for Q3, Q4 next year to actually release the game. But if you follow the Game Found campaign now, you'll get an extra gift when you pledge. I believe it's going to be an extra market tile as well as a tile to store all the dice instead of just like keeping them on a dice bowl, which is really, really nice.
Yeah.
And other than that, I am really, really excited about this game. I've played it so much, but I'm not even tired of it. That's the best part. Like this game is so great. And if you want to play it now, there is a free mod on Tabletopia, and it has been updated with a little bit of the new art for the coins. The coins in this game are still the prototype, but on the back, they're going to have the Persian numbers as well as the regular Latin numbers, which is really, really cool.
Yeah.
James says, Neoprene Matte, nice addition. Love me a classic cube pusher. I know other people may be over it, but not me. Give me all the cubes. Yeah, I mean, Tabriz really is a cube pusher, not gonna lie. But the worker movement and race aspect in this game to
It's
actually
so good.
get the materials is what makes Tabriz shine. It's really first come, first serve. And the fact that you have an option of buying out an entire shop and cutting off your opponents is really the beauty of the game, because then it makes you think about, well, now I need to trade for materials or buy other things to get my commissions done or get my skill up to win the game. Like, so many paths to victory, so amazing. Cannot wait for Tabriz to come out.
I'm just glad I beat you at it.
I mean, you did beat me,
Yeah, that's all I really care
but
about.
you didn't win.
Yeah, I won.
Wait, did you win? I thought Casey won.
No, I won.
Oh, I'll have to go back and watch.
Remember? Because I hit the.
Oh yeah, that's
14
right.
and
That's
9
right.
at the
You
same time.
did squeak out of it. Sorry, I'm remembering now.
Yeah.
That was like 3 weeks ago.
Out.
Well, I mean, James, like I said, if you're interested, definitely go
10
check
out
out
of
the
10
campaign.
recommend.
You know, hang on. Let me throw a link in chat for y'all real quick if you're not following the campaign.
Yeah, I like that. All you have to do is hit that follow button and you get a free present. I love that.
Yeah, I think it's a really, really nice touch.
I really agree.
So yeah, so there's a link to the campaign if you want to follow it. Please do. It's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, next up, this one I'm really, really excited about. All right, let me zoom in just a little bit there. Here we go. So next up, this I actually bought for you.
Yeah.
I didn't actually plan on getting this, but this isn't out for another week officially. So Village Rails by Matthew Dunstan and Brett Gilbert. Two names that we highly respect in this house because they make just amazing games. Between Next Station London, Dice Hospital Emergency Roll, the Guilds of Merchant Explorers, Chocolate Factory, just to name a few. Like, Matthew Dunstan and Brett Gilbert cannot do any wrong.
No.
Unruh says I was going to ask for a link, but you got there first. Hey, here for you, my friend. So, yeah, between Matthew Dunstan and being a train game, which, two things that you love.
He literally goes, I got you a train game that's by Matthew Dunstan. And I was like, done. And he's like, do you want to? I'm like, nope, don't. I'm in. I don't need to know anymore. You said my two favorite things, so we're good.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, well, it's this game. And I was like, I don't care.
Yeah, so, I mean, honestly, I don't know much about it other than, it's
Trains.
two of our favorite designers and it's trains. So back of the box says, in Village Rails, you'll be crisscrossing the fields of England with railway lines, connecting villages together, and navigating the complex and ever-changing demands of rural communities. Meet the exacting standards of cantankerous locals planning strangely specific trips and weigh their demands against your limited funding. There is much to balance in this tricky tableau-building card game of locomotives and local motives.
I like that.
Wow, that's fantastic. I love
Game
it.
P says, didn't end up grabbing this, but enjoyed it.
Oh, so you played it, Daniel. What did you think? You said, I mean, obviously you enjoyed it, but like what'd you like about it? So I'm gonna obviously open this up and we'll take a look at it.
I can't believe you're opening up my baby.
Here, fine.
Thank you.
You do it then. Here, I did the hard part. I took out the plastic.
That's actually true. That is the part I struggle with.
Well, you at least got to do it on camera.
Oh, sorry. Then we got the thing.
Let's see. We got some coins. We got some dials. Oh, we have dials we need to set up.
Oh boy.
This is fun. All right, so looks like we got some cards here, which look like tickets, which is kind of cool.
Unruly. I almost ordered this over the weekend too.
Yeah, so Rain City Games, which is a local game shop up there in Vancouver, were actually selling this, and this actually doesn't officially release to retail for like another couple days.
Is that game store that I don't like, but I like?
What do you mean don't like that? No, that's not it.
Oh, okay. So, oh man, before COVID was the last time we went.
Oh yeah, you got to tell this story. It's so fantastic.
So, Joe and I had recently just started playing.
So I'm gonna punch out these coins and while you're talking in the meantime.
We had just recently started playing Le Havre Inland Port, I think on the app.
Yeah, it was on the app.
And I was like, I want a copy of this so bad. but it was out of print, hard to find. I paid, I think, like $75, something pretty egregious for the game.
Yeah, it was
On
something you
eBay.
definitely wanted, and you paid for it.
So then, like 2 weeks later, we're up in Vancouver for our yearly trip to go up and see the Rangers play the Canucks, and we find this board game store. And mind you, this store was packed, like floor to ceiling, jam packed.
It was an impressive shop.
And like we went right at opening, like we were there before the door officially opened, type thing. And so we're looking and we're browsing, and all of a sudden I'm like, son of a, and he goes, what? I'm like, look it. And he goes and grabs it and just starts cackling because it was like
It was hysterical. You'd bought it like literally a couple of days prior to our trip. And Slippers, welcome in. Hi. Glad to see you, my friend.
But I paid so much more for it than this shop was. And so we told the owner this, or whoever was working, and he laughed at me. And then
I mean, I would have too, because you paid like $70 US for this game, and they had it on sale for like 10 Canadian.
It was something that I was just like I'm disgusted.
It hurt badly.
I think we still ended up buying for something from that store, but I like gave the stank face. Not that it was his fault that I just spent out the wazoo for this game, but more that they should have known I was coming up there, and they should have been like, Abby.
Yeah, don't spend an egregious amount of money on this game.
But I did.
Kel, welcome in. Glad to see you. Aru says, I mean, desire for out-of-print games is an expensive trend. I mean, it really is.
Yeah. Also, board game. I couldn't tell you what store it was.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It was next to a hot sauce store.
Yes, it was next to a hot sauce. It was around the same neighborhood of where Stormcrow Tavern used to be.
I think that's what it was. Is it was the tavern or the ale house? Because we were walking after we were eating there.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a store attached to that though. Like
no.
it was a couple blocks down that we randomly found.
It was just, it hurt my feelings.
Let's see. Unruly says last month I paid 5 times markup 3 different times. Oh, yikes.
I mean,
probably that was it. I know that name. Yes,
real
Drexel. That was it.
Yeah, I was like, that sounds real.
Yep, that was absolutely it. All right, so let's see what we got here. So, it already came with baggies too, which is really nice.
That? You want to give me the parts?
Oh yeah.
And I'll put these.
Oh yeah. If you wanna set up the dials.
No, I need.
Oh yeah, you need those too. James. So this is Village Rails. It's a train game by Matthew Dunstan and Brett Gilbert. I saw it at SHUX while I was there. And, 2 of our favorite things, Matthew Dunstan and trains.
Yeah.
So I bought this for Abby while I was at SHUX because they had it there. And it was, I was like, hey, it doesn't release for a week, but we're selling it. So I said, hey, I'll bring you back a present. So we're kind of unboxing it, just taking a look at what's in the box. And we're going to learn this week. And we're actually going to be playing this on Friday on stream.
For our first official House of Meeple show.
Yes, that is going to be a thing. So
slapped a label on it.
Yeah, I mean, figured you show up uninvited enough. We may as well make it an official thing.
Yeah, now I get officially invited. So I don't know what you're gonna say about me on Friday though.
I'll say I'll still say you're not invited, but you showed up because you had to.
Shut up, out of obligation.
Yes, out of obligation. Ooh, we got a rating coming from Amanda Panda. Thank you so much. Let's go back up to the main screen here real quick. Say hello to the Raiders. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Thank you, Amanda, for the raid. You were playing the Spill from Smirk and Dagger Games today. That I was really interested about that game when I saw it at Gen Con. I would love to get my hands on it. But yeah, welcome in, Raiders. For those that don't know me, I am Joe, aka Phantom Meeple, board game streamer here on Twitch with my lovely, never invited partner, the Baker Meeple.
When you say it like that, it just makes me feel so warm.
Yeah, but you know what? I love you so much.
Instructions.
Thank you for the follow, G-Noon and Vovon VV, much appreciated.
I hope I didn't put these.
Oh, did you put them together wrong?
Yeah, I sure did too.
Yeah, thank you for the raid. Let me go ahead and shout out Amanda Panda because she is an amazing person. Also, one half of the Panda and Phantom show. Let's see what we get for a clip, shall we?
Hooray for Maggie, right, to win a pink.
Ooh, that is an older clip.
Unfortunately, since Maggie already communicated with us, she can't communicate.
Communicate again.
We have no information about what.
Oh, it's the crew. Funny enough. I just learned that the other day with Jess and Amanda. Super fun game. Welcome in, Gameritis guy. Hello, hello.
Yay!
Appreciate you being here.
Mission 2 is done.
Yes.
Yeah,
Good
you know,
job.
I
Good job, everyone.
it sucks that you hate trick-taking games, because I would love to teach you the crew.
I would rather rip my eyeballs out than play a trick team.
I know.
Not
But,
to be dramatic or anything.
No, not at all.
Just 90% of them are not my thing.
Yeah, no, fair enough. So I began the stream talking about my weekend at SHUX, you know, folks that I met, things that I did, and now we're going through our haul, the haul that I brought back. So let's go back down to the table and we'll keep talking about some stuff. So we just got done unboxing Village Rails from Matthew Dustin and Brett J. Gilbert from Osprey Games. I bought this as a gift for Abby, you know, because A, she didn't get to come to SHUX with me. B, two of our favorite things, Matthew Dunstan and trains.
Yep.
So, yeah, we kind of just unboxed, take a look at what's in here, and we're going to be playing this on stream on Friday once we learn it this week.
Playing a trick-taking game with Abby would work great for a Halloween-themed stream.
You know, you're probably not wrong. Because, you know, it's like the bane of your existence.
Every time he's like, this is great, you're gonna love it, and then I can't even finish most of them without getting like irrationally angry.
I mean, to be fair, like I tried to teach you Cat in the Box, and you were just like, I don't want to play this anymore.
Well, it also doesn't help that you came home and you're like, oh man, this is the game. I love this. You're gonna love this.
Because it is the game, and it's amazing. I'm sorry you hate trick taking so much.
We did not. I'm like, this is stupid because I don't enjoy games where you know, like turn one, if someone's gonna win or not. And I knew, and the best part was I won. But I knew very early on that I was gonna beat Joe, and I just do not enjoy games like that. Like I want there to because then I didn't want to put in effort. Then I just didn't care. And then it was like, well, I could just be petty and just do this, and then I ended up getting petty.
Yeah, but you know what? I think you wound up winning even though you were being petty.
No, I did win. That was the problem. Birdo's with me. Yeah, I just, I'd rather rip out my wisdom teeth on my own than play most trick-taking games. To be fair, I do like, what is the one with the mermaids? My Grandpa Beck.
Oh, Skull King.
Yeah, I really like Skull King in bigger groups. But also playing trick-taking games at 2 is just garbage. Yeah,
that's true. Gamer Ice says, how would SHUX? Did you get a chance to meet the crew there, or was it all work? So yeah, let me actually go back up to the top here. So I talked about this at the beginning of the stream. So I'll pop this up real quick. So Tom and Quins from the Shut Up and Sit Down crew actually came to Crafty Games' booth, and we got to guide them through a demo of Randy Flynn's new game, Tabriz, which I was actually just showing off the prototype again, which I do have for meetup this weekend. And yeah, they were super cool, really into the game. I'm really glad they stopped by, and it was really nice to see them. So really cool that they stopped by. And then obviously met Board Game Feast and Quaid Rain, two amazing people. Like, they were so welcoming, and I missed them already. They were just such cool people to see. And then finally, without me knowing, Board Game Spam took a video of me while they were demoing Tabriz.
All right, so 1 wolf, 4 plant die.
Which was really cool.
All right, and then as your rewards, you're gonna get 6 money.
I could probably teach that game blindfolded now. I did it so many times. But yeah, it was a really great experience, and I honestly can't wait to go back. Other than Gen Con, I might seriously consider going to SHUX next year. It was that great of a time. All right, so I think we're just about done bagging this up. But I wonder what the dials are even for.
Scoring dials.
Oh,
it says.
Really? To keep score, huh? All right, so let's see. How's this game even played?
It's crazy how much faster this goes when you know what you're doing.
Yeah, right? Okay, so I'll go ahead and read the overview just to see what we're doing here. So Village Rails is a tableau building card game. In the game, your tableau is framed by your border pieces. Okay, so I guess that's what these are for.
Yeah, that makes sense.
In the 3x4 area within your border pieces, you'll place railway cards as tracks, creating your own personal rail network. Outside your border pieces, you'll place railway cards as trips instead, which will score points throughout the game. Your border pieces depict the start of 7 railway lines. By placing tracks, you will extend these lines. When a line runs all the way from a border piece to an edge of your tableau, that line is completed. When you complete a line, you score for all the trips and features associated with it, and play a terminus card to earn money from it. After all players have taken 12 turns, the game ends and the player with the most points wins. That actually sounds really cool.
It does sound really
It's almost it's like super light 18xx almost.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Either that or like if 18xx and railroading kind of baby.
Yeah, something like that.
And we all know I love me some 18xx.
Oh yeah, which I know that's why we put it in the marathon. Which, oh yeah, we actually get to talk about that because I hit 500 followers
finally.
while I was off. So yeah, if you were paying attention to all my social medias, excuse me, I put out the schedule for the 24-hour stream, which is from Stone Age to Terraforming Mars, a 24-hour time travel adventure.
You're welcome.
So again, it was the brainchild of Abby here. And yeah, we're really excited to do 24 hours of gaming, or at least I'll do 24 hours of gaming. You're going to stick around as long as you can.
I was gonna say, there's a solid chance I'm gonna have to tap out at about hour 18.
Yep.
But I'm gonna try.
Yep. So it is planned for Saturday, November 26th after Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Already have a handful of guests lined up to play a bunch of games, which is going to be awesome. So starting with Stone Age, obviously. From there, we're going to go to Terracotta Army. After that is going to be the Downfall of Pompeii. Then we'll go into Carcassonne.
Oh, and not only that, but during the downfall of Pompeii, our spawn will actually be there.
Yes, our kid has agreed to actually play a game on stream, as elusive as they are.
Yeah, a Christmas miracle, and by that I mean Thanksgiving, because it's right after.
Yeah. So yeah, then after that's gonna be Carcassonne. Then we're gonna go into Gutenberg. From Gutenberg, we'll go to Lisboa to 18 Chesapeake. From there to what's after 18 Chesapeake?
Is that when Sagrada comes
I think Sagrada. Yeah, after 18 Chesapeake is Sagrada. Then Sagrada into
Watergate.
No, there's a game before Watergate.
Thought Sagrada, Watergate, and Lisboa were and Terraforming Mars were your last 3 because you could solo them if needed.
Oh yeah. Sagrada, Terraforming, yeah. Trying to remember my schedule from memory.
Hold on, give me a hot second.
But yeah, it should be Sagrada, Watergate, and the Terraforming Mars. You're right. Sign up, Corgi. Welcome in.
Hi, Fred.
Thank you, Jake, for the congrats on 500. Tech, welcome in. Glad to see you.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Abby's got the lineup.
Yep. Stone Age, Terracotta Army.
Let me see what I missed.
Seven Wonders Architects.
That's what I missed. Seven Wonders Architects.
Downfall of Pompeii, Carcassonne, Gutenberg, Lisboa, 18 Chesapeake, Sagrada, Carnegie, Watergate. So
Carnegie. I forgot Carnegie. That's what it is.
Watergate, and then Terraforming Mars.
That's right. Carnegie, Watergate, and Terraforming Mars. And I specifically put those last so I could solo them.
Yeah.
But I actually do have a guest for one of them, which is great. So the guest list is going to be announced a little bit closer to once I finalize some slots. But
kudos to whoever's guesting during those last 6 hours, because I will be in bed.
Okay, to be fair, I can say who I got for Terraforming Mars, because it is going to be like 4 to 6 a.m. Pacific, but it's not going to be 4 to 6 a.m. Pacific for Dave Luza, who's agreed to play with me. Yeah. So I may as well. I can say a couple of people who are gonna be on the stream. So yeah. So Dave Luza is gonna play with me Terraforming Mars to end the stream because he's in Europe and he can do that.
I was like,
really
4 to 6 a.m. is probably a sweet time for him.
It really, yeah. It's like 3 p.m. in where he's at. But let's see. So who I've got so far, Dutch Yoda's going to be with us for Terracotta Army. Matthew McCack from Room 51 and Jess CCG is going to come and play Seven Wonders Architects with us. Downfall of Pompeii, as you said, our kids going to make their elusive Twitch streaming
They were like,
debut.
fine, I'll do it. And I was like, remember, you get to be a dick. And they're like, fine, I'm in.
Yeah, so that's that. And then Jess will be coming back for Carcassonne. It's going to be her and Rolling with Rock.
Mhm.
Hold on, bring back up the schedule, because I remember the guests and I don't remember the games now.
Oh, now I gotta go back here. Hold up. Wait.
Yeah, way back.
There we go.
There we go. You got it. Okay, then for Gutenberg, Amanda Panda's going to join us. For Lisboa, I don't think we have anybody yet. That's probably just going to be us. Same thing with 18 Chesapeake.
Oh no, not Lisboa. My least.
I know
favorite
your least
game.
favorite game.
Although you've actually we played it recently with our friend, and I got my ass handed to me.
You
There's my
did.
customer
I
for this
rushed the
stream.
end of the game.
He knows my plan. Like, we played this together so long. Like, he knows. And he literally was all of a sudden like, and I'm like, I needed 3 more rounds. He goes, I know you did. That's why I finished it. And I'm like, "Mother-"
I know. I pushed the end of the game, which is yeah.
was
So then
very
that's
ready
that, and
to
then
table.
for Sagrada, it's gonna be
Olympian.
Olympian and possibly Board Game Spam. I'm waiting for Andrew and or Pia to confirm that. And then, like I said, Sagrada, Carnegie, and Watergate, if I can get somebody that late at night. Otherwise, it'll just be me solo. And then finishing out the stream, Terraforming Mars with Dave Luza. So that's
Awesome.
good. That is the proposed lineup for now. Might be more guests to come. Again, plenty of time before November 26th, but it's going to be awesome. Already got lots of giveaways planned. Every 4 hours, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I've already got a bunch of games to give away lined up, which is going to be really, really awesome. So-
Gameritis guy says, of all the games to be a jerk in the downfall of Pompeii, that seems wrong. So they really just like to throw people in the volcano.
That's what it is.
They are a terrorist.
James says, Dave Dutch, somebody brain likes Carnegie. Yeah, but the only problem is I'm doing Carnegie at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Quaid, welcome in. Glad to see you.
Yeah.
Again, miss you, my friend. It was really amazing to meet you this last weekend. Ariel, welcome in. Yeah, I wish I wasn't putting Carnegie in the middle of the night, but again, we are sticking to a timeline. It's just how it happened to work.
Yeah, it was hard to try to figure out games that had specific times and also like a starting and finishing time where it was not going to completely disrupt everything.
Yeah.
Because like I'm off on that Friday and you're off on that Friday, but
Mm-hmm.
I have to go back to work that Monday. And
well, but that's why we're doing it Saturday into Sunday.
yeah, so that way, but like if we would have stopped at like 8 p.m. on Sunday, I think I would have been dead.
Probably.
I would have been like, nah, bro.
The kids are sorry I came along with the raid, but was spring of dinner for
Sorting
the last
out dinner.
sorting out dinner. Yeah, hey, no worries. Glad you're here at all, my friend.
What's for dinner?
Yeah, what is for dinner? You got to let us know. You can't just say you were having dinner and not
Yeah.
let us know what you were eating.
Especially because we don't know what's for dinner.
I know, we got to figure that out. All right, next game. So another game I was super excited about that I got to play at Gen Con. John declares Ready, Set, Bet. I'm not a huge party game guy. I'm really not. But Ready, Set, Bet is just so great. Like, yeah, it's about horse racing and like betting on horses, but for the simple fact that it's just so exciting and really, really fun. So what, you're gonna open it up?
No, I was seeing how many people we could invite over for the Kentucky Derby.
Ooh.
Don't anybody take my stream idea, because I know you heard it from me.
Yeah, man, I did get a copy. So apparently, the Friday of SHUX was the official release date for Ready, Set, Bet. So they had copies there, and the companion app also released on all the app stores. So if you don't want to have somebody rolling the dice, you can have an app actually run the dice and the horses for you. But yeah, I believe it plays up to 8.
2 to 9.
Yeah, 8 players and 1 person is a dice roller. That's how.
Maybe
that's how it's
after
done.
my 3rd mint julep, I would be the announcer.
But yeah, I'm really glad I got a copy of the game. So
yes,
let's open it up and we'll take a look. But
if you don't
I
come
didn't
up with
even
a big hat, you're not allowed it.
yeah, but you know what? I did not even think of that to do a stream during the Kentucky Derby playing Ready Set Bet. Like that's fantastic. And
These good
just so you know,
ideas,
so
though.
on this side of the box, there actually is somebody with a big hat.
Yeah.
Which is really fantastic.
Well, I mean, she's got a big hat on too.
Yeah, but you know they only have 2 ladies with big hats on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so let's go ahead and open this up and we'll see what's in here.
I would say, I don't know if we still have our official mint julep cups or not.
I think we do.
I think we do, because my parents live in Kentucky, and so they live right in Louisville, and I know a loan shark's going to come for me because, you know,
I know.
my absolute butchering of Louisville.
It's Louisville. Louisville.
My mom's like, you gotta sound like you got a hockaloo. And I'm like, God, that sounds terrible. But yeah, so, and actually we're gonna go back there this next summer after Gen Con.
Yeah, so here's the board for Ready Set Bet. It's pretty much, you know, kind of like a you know, standard like casino style board. I should pull back out a little bit.
Let's see, Ready Set Bet is hilarious. I was watching a full table play in the evening and someone walked up beside me and said, looks like they're having fun. Is great. Have you seen this game? And that's when I turned to realize I was talking to John D. Claire.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I did
love it.
get a chance to say hi to John DeClaire while he was playing it, because I actually got to meet him during Dice Tower West thanks to Amanda Panda, and yeah, he's just such a genuine guy, really cool person, and yeah, just such a simple game, but at the same time, it's so much fun.
Oh, you gotta update your Nightbot before I forget to tell you. It's not back to school month anymore.
Oh yeah, I do need to update that. Don't worry, I definitely will. But the promo codes are still good.
Yeah, use those promo codes.
Yep. So basically, you get a bunch of betting chits, and as the dice roller is rolling the dice to see how the horses finish. So here's the board, and then all of these wooden horses, they get lined up on the board. As you're rolling, they get advanced along the board, and whoever wins, you'll win money based on how horses finish.
I am gonna suck at this game. I can feel it in my.
And then as the game goes, you get like bonus bet tokens, or there'll be like stipulations to like winning the race. So like for instance, like for this one here, like this one's blowout, the second place horse loses by more than 5 spaces. You could bet on that and win money for like special things that happen.
No.
Just such a awesome game.
No, I'm gonna suck at this. I can just feel it.
Why would you suck at this?
Because we both know that first off, I don't do well with making bets. Like, I don't.
Well, here, you wanna start help me punch some stuff out?
Yeah.
So here, I'll give you some of the money here.
Oh, thank you.
So you can start punching some stuff out.
Actually, like when we went to Vegas, my kid. So obviously in Vegas, there's like the kid-free little carpet area. So my kid literally stood there. I just walked up to a machine right next to it. Joe was standing there too. So obviously.
Oh right, was this at the airport?
No.
Or is this the first time you
I
bet
don't
on the
want to talk
machine?
about the airport, but I will.
Oh no, you should talk about the airport because that's a great story.
No, so this was when we were. It was like our second to last day it was our last day. We were just about to check out of the Luxor, and you're like, "Hey, I just won money on this machine. Go try it." And so we walk up there. My kid's on the carpet. I walk up to the machine, put my money in, and my kid's like flat out because they have no chill. They're rude in the most loving way possible. They're like, "Ma, you're gonna lose," and I'm like, "First off, this is Vegas. I might actually win, and when I win, I ain't getting you nothing because you were rude about it." Then I lost, and Joe's like, "Well, I won money on it."
Yeah, like I won money on it.
Well, that makes one of us now. So then I had a 20 left, a 20, and so we're at the airport, and I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna get rid of it. So then I was like, dang it.
All right, here's a baggie.
Oh, thank you.
And the rest of the 5s.
So yeah, we're standing at the airport and my kid's like, oh, this machine looks cool. And obviously the airport's just chaos. So then my kid stood right next to me because, we're breaking all the rules. And then I lost all that money. I think the ticket popped out with like 20 cents. So I throw the ticket at Joe because I'm so
No, it was $21. Like you put in a bunch and you came back with $21.
No, I didn't come back with any money. I came back with 1. You put your 20 in.
Oh, that's right. You came back with $1. That's right. You came back with $1. That's what it was.
So I'm like, ugh, screw this. And I throw it at Joe. And Joe comes back mind you, with the biggest shit-eating grin.
Well, because I put her $1 ticket back in the
Yeah.
machine. It was a Wheel of Fortune
Yeah.
slot machine, by the way.
Yeah.
So I put in a 20. I put in her $1. One spin, I won 115.
He comes back like, and my kid goes,
One spin.
he better not say what I think he's gonna say. And he goes, I won. And I'm like, I hate Vegas. I'm never coming back to Vegas. Don't get me wrong, I actually love Vegas. But I do not go for gambling or betting because first off, I don't make enough money to be doing that.
I mean, I'm the same way. I am not a big gambler. I'll maybe put a couple of bucks in a machine.
Yeah, I think like, and I was trying to talk to my kid about it, and I was like, here's the thing. Once you realize that, like, for me to put a 20 in, that is almost 1 full hour of my work.
It really is.
And my kid's like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah. So essentially, every time I put a 20 in this machine, that's an hour I have to work. And I hate working. And my kid's like, we can't gamble. And I'm like, obviously we can't gamble.
No. Let's see. Quaid says, I got him to sign my copy of Ecos. I was delighted.
That's
That's awesome. We played a game and on the last race, horse 11-12 rocketed off to the end, winning and leaving every other horse standing before the 5 space that hadn't even placed a single bet. See, that's what I love about this game. Like, it's so unpredictable, but it's very, very fun. Like, honestly, if we ever get a chance, there's a restaurant like down the street from us. It's called Hackers. It's attached to a bar, and there's a game group that we play with sometimes. I think they would absolutely love this game.
Oh, I was gonna say I'd absolutely play it with them because they're all kind of butts. They're loving butts.
I mean, they are, but they like simple party games like
Yeah.
this. So I think it'd be a really, really great time.
Oh, absolutely. I do want to play this, and despite really not enjoying trick-taking games, I think it's got just enough of like zhuzh. I think I might enjoy it.
I think you would.
I mean,
Like, you should honestly give it a chance. It's really fun.
any excuse to put on a big tacky hat and start drinking, though.
Would you really?
Have you met me?
Oh yeah, you actually do own a tacky hat now that I think about it.
Oh, you know what? I don't know if Squishy still. Our kid had some from my mother, because gotta have tacky hats. When you
That
live
is
down
true. I hear you could use that baggie for the white shits.
I don't know if we still have it, but now I'm gonna make a tacky hat.
I mean, if not, I'm sure they wouldn't be hard to find.
No, they're not hard to find. They're also not hard to make. And here's the thing: like some of them are real ugly. Actually, I don't know whoever posted it on Twitter, but someone posted about someone makes realistic food-looking fascinators.
Wait, really?
Yes, and I want you to know that I was this stinking close to buying a deviled egg one because it was ugly.
Oh my goodness.
And I know for a fact I would have gotten it, put it on, and you would have looked at me and gone, "What are you doing with that?" And I'll go, "It's my new hat." Okay, and where are you gonna wear it? I don't know. I just needed it. And then
That
you
is
go,
too funny.
and you wonder why you're broke all the time. And it's like, because
Quaid says, I used to go to Greyhound races back home in Ireland, and my dad gave me the best advice. There are 10 races a night. Bet £2 on every race. That way you get the thrill of being invested, but at worst you lose 20 pounds, which is still a cheap night out.
That's good.
That is some sound advice.
Yeah.
Like, I've never actually, bet on a horse race. I can do it once.
Well, I mean, we talked about going because there's a place right near us.
That's true. Like in was it Auburn? Yeah, there's a horse track called Emerald Downs.
Yeah, we just
We would just need to find babysitting for that night.
I mean, they
obviously you're not bringing a kid. We're not bringing a kid to the track.
You can bring a kid to the track.
The Clyde Man. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. If you are not familiar with me, I am Joe, Phantom Meeple. This is my partner, the Baker Meeple.
Yep.
Just going over what I bought at SHUX after working there this weekend. And we already looked at
problems.
Yeah, we already looked at the Village Rails from Matthew Dunstan and Brett Gilbert, the prototype of Randy Flynn's new game Tabriz, and now we're just unboxing Ready Set Bet from John D. Clare by AEG Games. And I was just saying I played this one at Gen Con. I super fell in love with it, and I'm really glad that on Friday at SHUX it officially released to retail, and they had it there. So I'm really glad I was able to buy a copy. But welcome in, glad to see you. So you're actually gonna play this with me?
Yeah.
Clyde says it looks great. My friend is getting a copy. Well, that is awesome. Yeah, this
Cats often have family days you can check out. Yeah, I think ours does because I know they do corgi races too.
Do they?
They do.
I didn't know they did corgi races.
They do because we talked about going at one point and then something came up and then that was years ago and like we just haven't made it back there.
You know, you're probably right.
But I looked, but the season just like it wrapped up. So we have to wait till next season.
Climate says that we expect much yelling at the table, and it is true.
Oh.
So AEG's booth was a couple of tables down from where Crafty Games was demoing Tabriz. And whenever they were demoing Ready, Set, Bet, they always had a full table of like 8 players. And it got, like, it was a party over there. Super excited.
I'd be really afraid of like screaming too many expletives and then Twitch being like, "Ma'am, calm yourself."
I don't think they would like hit you for you know, cursing your head off. But it would be understandable if you did.
It wouldn't be my channel.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you're not gonna get me banned. I mean, come on. And they're off. Open, ready, set, bet, punches, chits, and packing them quickly.
Yep.
I mean, it's kind of what we're doing.
Yeah, no, I'll play this though.
Yeah, like I said, I honestly, it's.
Plus, you know, I'm a sucker for a theme.
That is
the
true.
thing. Like, this is a good theme.
That is true. All right, so let's go ahead and get in the instruction book here. We'll as always, got to do some flavor text because why not? All right, so you're off to the races and ready, set, bet. Do you bet early and lock in the best odds, or do you wait and see how the race develops and bet in the last few seconds? The choice is yours in this game of real-time horse race betting. Ready, set, bet is played over 4 rounds. Each round consists of players betting on a single horse race while the action is happening. After each race, players win or lose money for their placed bets. Players also earn VIP rewards and bet on exotic finishes to enhance their experience. After 4 rounds, the player with the most money wins.
Let's see. Anne says, "Hi, Meeples." Hello,
Hi, Anne. Welcome in.
I'm old enough to remember horse races at Long Acres. Only been to Emerald Down once. That is, we really should go because it's not like it's even very far from us.
No, it's really not.
I've driven past it before plenty of times, and every time it's one of those we're like,
yeah, that is true. So just to explain the game, and I'll zoom in on the board. So during a game, I can fix that focus. Hold on, I'm gonna mess with my camera a little bit here.
That's fine. I'm just dying.
Yeah, don't do that.
I'm not on stream.
There we go. Yeah, so this is the board where all of the horses go on, and then you roll some dice, and they move along the board. And once 3 horses cross the red line, you can't bet anymore. And then whichever horse finishes, first, second, and third will pay out based on how you place your bets on the board.
Gotcha.
And that's the game. You play over 4 rounds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, super simple game.
This seems like a great game to burn off your gambling stream better than a couple days in Vegas.
Yeah,
That is
exactly.
true.
It's like you're not losing any money, but you know, you still get the thrill and experience of, you know, betting at a horse race, which is really awesome.
Yeah, I just like to go to Vegas for food and shows.
Yeah, and I really love that AEG did like invest in a companion app. So
That
you know,
is really
if you
cool,
do have
actually.
somebody that you know can't talk fast and roll dice, you know, you just have an app do it for you, and then you know, party time.
Yeah.
Make sure everything gets back in the box here. And yeah, so that is Ready, Set, Bet from AEG. And I'd be curious to do this one on stream one time. I mean, I won't announce it because I'm terrible, but
I was like,
it would be a fun one to
the
try.
rescue.
All right, next up, actually, I'll do this one last. So next up, this one
I'm so pumped.
was actually recommended to me by Alex Flagg from Crafty Games because I guess it's going out of print. So Chinatown from Z-Man Games. I really hope this gets a chance to actually like hit the table because you do need 3 players to play it, but it's an older game. It's actually from
99.
from 1999. We actually looked it up, and
Yeah.
it's a negotiation game where you're negotiating to like buy properties and get like area control and get like a bulk of businesses to make money, and it just sounded like a game that was right up my alley. So
Oh, you know what? Look at that. Birdo's played it.
Yeah, there you go. See?
Yeah.
So
Right.
apparently Alex was not wrong in recommending this game. So let's open it up and take a look at what's in here.
Well, it's
So
good to know
I've heard of Chinatown. I just didn't know anything about it.
I've never heard of it until you're like, hey, look at this game. And I was like reading it. I'm like, yeah, that sounds good.
Amanda says it's a classic, but I didn't like it as much, and the font is bad. I will admit, this font is terrible.
Yeah.
Because it's like that. I mean, for a game from the 90s, it's got that like terrible, like stereotypical, like Oriental font, and it's not great. So I will give it that.
Maybe that's why they're
definitely
not reprinting it.
It is
more.
definitely a game of its time.
Yes.
So I am definitely not condoning the art style.
Yeah.
But I heard the gameplay is fantastic. Probably a rare find, and also it's one of Quinn's favorites too. Okay, good to know. All right, so let's take a look at what's in here. All right, so we got some US and French instructions, and wow, the punch boards is shrink wrap. That's kind of cool.
It sure could use an update. I wonder if that's why they're stopping printing it.
Maybe
is because eventually they might like reprint it.
Maybe. Well, I mean, I do appreciate these acrylic marking discs, which are kind of nice. That's a really nice touch, especially for a Z-Man game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I kind of expect like basic components. That's really, really nice.
Dino Corgi says we have like 6 copies in our store. That's good to know.
All right, and then
Dino Corgi, I'm so pumped to come meet you.
Yeah, you'll get to meet them next year.
I'm like literally just gonna waddle in.
All right, and then here we go. So rather simple board.
Oh yeah, that is really simple. Little stereotypical, but that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it like I said, for the art, it's
game.
it's kind of giving me like Castle of Burgundy vibes, like just greens and yellows and browns,
Nasty.
just kind of meh colors.
You can tell. I better have another Dino Corgi gift for y'all.
I know, because Abby tried to steal mine when I showed her that you gave it to me.
I did steal.
Yeah, you did.
It's out here. It's community property, but
it really is.
I share custody well.
That's right. So we get the shrink wrap out of there. All right. So let me grab the instructions here. Let's see what this game is actually all about. All right. New York in the 1960s, a new wave of Chinese immigrants is moving into Chinatown. The adoption of the new Immigration Act has launched the district in a demographic boom. It now reaches Canal Street to the north, and Bowery Street to the east. The immigrants, hardworking men and women, are arriving by the thousands to buy buildings, establish businesses, and fulfill the American dream. In this game, you are one of them. With all your savings in hand, the Big Apple is up for grabs. Will you know how to use your talents and acquire the most extraordinary fortune in America? The board represents New York's Chinatown of the mid-60s and is divided into 6 districts containing buildings 1 from 85. The game is played over 6 rounds. In each round, the players receive income from the businesses they have managed to establish. To generate maximum income, shops of the same type need to be built on adjacent buildings. At the beginning of each round, players draw new building cards and shop tiles. They must then use their negotiation skills to acquire adjacent buildings and establish businesses. But it's not always that easy. In this game where everything can be negotiated, only the hard laws of the market prevail. So this totally sounds like right up our alley.
It really
does. Like I would almost say this is kind of like Lords of Vegas, but like a higher level.
Yeah, it's like step 2 of Lords of Vegas.
Yeah. Gamer guy says the game's color scheme, gosh, that's just beige origins.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, it gives me a lot of Castle of Burgundy vibes, like just greens, yellows, browns, and like black. Like it is very, very plain. Definitely a game of its time for sure. So let's see. So we got different kind of businesses. So it looks like we got photos, we got camera shops, tea houses, seafood restaurants, jewelry stores, tropical fish stores, a florist, takeout restaurant, a laundromat, dim sum, antique store, a factory with a sewing machine. That's terrible. That's a questionable choice for a business. And finally, a restaurant. Yeah, definitely.
This is definitely
like I can tell you I guarantee you Z-Man did not have a cultural consultant on this game.
To be fair, in the 90s, were cultural consultants actually
No,
big
they weren't.
thing?
And actually, so another thing I'll bring up from SHUX. So before we left on Sunday, we actually had a really interesting conversation with I think the guy's name was David. He runs the Alexandria RPG library. You know, they usually travel to cons and have like all the old school like RPGs to check out and play.
We talked to them at Evergreen.
Yeah, we talked to them at Evergreen Tabletop Expo, and we were talking about this game along with Oriental Adventures from D&D 3.5. Oh,
My pronouns
wow!
are so jacked up today.
I did not even
Well,
notice
today I'm just a whole new person.
Thank you for pointing that out, Dino Core. You know, let me go fix that, and then I'll tell this story.
No, it was Anne, actually.
See that? Oh, thank you, Anne.
Thank
See,
you,
that,
Anne.
That's what I get. I take a week off, and everything's just
We were literally like, oh my gosh, we're like early, we're prepared, and then Joe's like, I forgot to do this, I forgot to do that. Forgot to do this. Apparently, I'm now a he, which like, okay.
You know
That's
what?
fine.
Just deal with it.
Today, I was feeling a little fresh today. Just a whole new person, apparently.
Yeah, just go with it. You know, now I need to check.
Exactly. The more you know.
You know what the best part about it is? Your pronouns were right on the opening screen, but not there. So I don't know how the hell that works.
I was gonna say, I'm not sure how they got messed up because it like.
Anyway, thank you for pointing that out,
Yes.
man. Much appreciated. Oh, I feel
Anyways.
embarrassed. But anyway, so we were talking with David from Alexandria Games, and we had brought up, Oriental Adventures, D&D 3rd edition and 3.5 came up, and it's kind of the same thing. Like Wizards of the Coast, when they created Oriental Adventures, they were just trying to give something to D&D players that just wasn't out there. But the only things they had to go off of in the 90s was things that was made here. So like your old school like kung fu movies and B movies and terrible dubs, and basically what they saw in the movies, and not what genuinely reflected Asian culture. So I think we also brought up this game Chinatown, and it kind of fell into the same trap. Like they didn't know what they were doing, they just thought they were making a game.
Yeah, I mean, it can be said with a lot of things that, from our childhood that, like, it would not fly in this day and age because we do have so much more knowledge of everything like that, where it's like, first off, we know, like, ooh, that ain't right, but we also, like...
You want to punch one of these out?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we have that knowledge and the capability of that knowledge, and I think first off, if a game has a cultural consultant, 9 times out of 10, I'll pay attention to it. But if it has a theme that is being created by a white man and it is not a white man theme, I'm usually out, unless if they're like, oh no, these are our cultural consultants, this is the history, like we're not just going in here willy-nilly.
Right, like perfect example.
Yeah.
Randy Flynn created Tabriz. Randy Flynn is definitely a white male.
Yeah.
However, at least to Randy's, benefit, he actually grew up in Iran for a couple of years as a kid. So he was already exposed to the culture. He has a connection to it. And even with that connection, Crafty Games still hired, cultural consultants from Iran to make sure they actually, present Tabriz in a positive light. So again, as long as publishers make the effort to actually, take the time to research things, present it like it actually is in the time period that they're presenting, and not do it, in a way where it's going to be, just like a painted on theme.
Exactly.
It can only be beneficial to games, because it makes it educational at that point. Then people are going to want to, research and look into cultures that have this amazing history.
Yeah.
But I definitely think that again, this game is a game of its time. It is not reflective of what Asian culture is. It was just a theme plastered on.
I will say already, this game really makes me miss being on the East Coast.
Oh, me too. I have
grilled
not
Chinese.
been home to New York in like so long. It's not even funny.
Out here, the problem is like I think there's maybe a handful of proper Chinese restaurants. Most of them are like an amalgamation of Asian food. So you'll get teriyaki, you'll get sushi, like all in like one-stop shopping, which is fine, except for sometimes I really just want authentic, delicious Chinese food, and it is so hard to find out here. And so every time we talk about going east, like that's all I want is to just go find the place that's got like the $5 plate that's as big as your head.
Well,
That
see,
is just
and that's another reason I need to take you back up to Vancouver, because where Alex and I stayed.
Oh yeah, and then he comes home and he's like, "Yeah, we had all this gum." I'm like, "You are a bum."
Yeah, so where Alex and I stayed, he had booked an Airbnb near Gastown, also near Chinatown apparently. And every morning we went to this Filipino Chinese bakery that had just such amazing like steamed buns and donuts and everything. And then next door there's this place called Chinatown Barbecue, and like this is like, you know, if I was back home in New York City in Chinatown, like you go to a restaurant and you see like the barbecue Peking duck like hanging
Just
in the
hanging
window,
there.
just you know, looked so good. So we went in and we had dinner, and it was so amazing, like Hong Kong style crispy pork belly, like I said, barbecue duck, barbecue pork, just such amazing food. It was actually a recommendation of the guy who rented us the Airbnb. So, you know, when we ever get back up there, I definitely need to take you to this place because it was good and it was cheap. Like the both of us ate for like, I think it was like $50 Canadian, and we got a shit ton of food.
Yeah, and like that's what I'm hungry. Same gamer I just got. I'm also very hungry. But that's like a huge problem out here. It's like, first off, it's really expensive.
It really
I literally
is.
just want a plate of every sort of like imaginable food thrown together, covered in foil, and just like yeeted to me out a window because they're so freaking busy. I just miss that so much.
Yeah. And it just doesn't exist out here.
No. Which makes me really sad because like, oh, I don't forget all these.
Oh no, I won't forget the card. I just gotta make room for him because this box is not well suited to space.
No, it's not. That might be one where the insert just goes away.
Yeah, I'm gonna see, but yeah, the insert might be going away.
Where we just accidentally go, oh no, we lost it. Actually, I think there's like one Chinese place I found in Seattle that I think I found it on TikTok, and they're like, if you miss the Chinese food of the East Coast, this is your place, and it's like in a back alley.
I mean, you found a lot of good food on TikTok.
Shout out to TikTok because it knows that I'm always hungry.
Yeah, the algorithm definitely targeted you.
It really does, yeah, because we found at least 2 ramen places.
I know, like good ramen places,
like actually
too.
good ramen places. Yeah, I mean, like out here we have like really good other Asian food. It's just
Well,
super
yeah,
lacking
because
in Chinese
there's like a metric butt ton of like Vietnamese pho places.
Oh, so much
and yeah, obviously, you know, you can't walk a block anywhere like here or in Tacoma or even like Seattle, and not find like a teriyaki place.
Yeah, they are everywhere.
I gotta find the right size bag here and try to get these cards in there.
Which is fine, and 9 times out of 10, like I'm pretty content with that. But, like, I think because it's been so long, I'm just like, oh my god, I would kill for some dim sum, like good dim sum, where like it's like dark, and because like my favorite dim sum experience was I went to New York City in college, and like my instructor had gone to school in New York City, and she's like, I know this place, and we roll up, and like you would not know that this place was a restaurant type situation if you didn't walk by.
Oh, those are the best, like the hole in the wall places that you're just not expecting to be
and
like
she's
amazing
like,
food.
Just trust me, and we're all like, okay, we'll trust you. Easily the best food I've ever had, and I dream of it to this day. And I remember being on the train back.
Well, hopefully the place is still there.
I gotta be jokes on you. Think I can remember where it is?
The Ant says, I had hot pot for the first time this past weekend at a Vietnamese strip mall called Saigon.
We love
So, funny story. Last month, we actually had hot pot for
No,
the
it was
first time.
August.
Was it August?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess it was August. They
Yeah.
weren't. Our kid wasn't back yet.
Nope.
Yeah, we had hot pot for the first time, and yeah, it was this place in Seattle.
Yeah.
It was so good. Like, I think between the two of us, it was like $120 for like all you can eat.
Yeah, and they're like, you're limited to 100 minutes. Well, we went right at opening. I want to say it maybe was a weekday too.
Yeah, I think it was like a Thursday.
I think it was. I think I just randomly had taken it off, and I was like,
Yeah,
YOLO.
for some reason you were off.
And we went right at opening. Like, everything said, like 100 minutes. I think we could have sat there for longer, and they probably wouldn't have cared.
Probably not. We were the only people in the shop.
there.
I mean, and this is a big restaurant too.
Yeah.
Like, I think they had like, I want to say they had like 15 or 20 tables.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were the only people in there.
Yeah, they had a couple twofers, a couple four stands.
Hold on, let me see if I can remember the name of the place.
It's DeLonghi. It's DALONGYI, I think. Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
It was so stinking good. And like,
Man says, I got myself some food so I can listen to the stream. What are you eating?
yeah, you can't say that.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, as a matter of fact, Quaid, if you're still here, I don't know if you said what you had for dinner.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you say you're having dinner, you gotta tell us what you're eating. Like,
Especially 'cause
it's a rule.
we don't know what we're having for dinner.
I know. We need to figure out our food.
It also doesn't help that we went to H Mart this weekend, and that always is like,
I know.
it
H Mart is
triggers
so
it, and I'm like,
great.
I need all the food.
Ann says you spent about $90, but got to stay as long as you wanted. But everything was ordered by the piece or combo plate. Tons of food, so yummy. Yeah, that's the way it was for us. Like, they gave us a menu,
Yeah.
and they're just like, order whatever you want. They bring it out. You cook it, eat it, you order more.
Yeah, it was a dry erase menu. They're like, mark what you want, and then like you could order individually, but we just did the all you can eat.
Yeah, it was way easier and definitely worth the money.
Oh my god, it was
So good. Actually, shoot, I'm tempted when Amanda's here. We should probably take her there.
I mean, you guys would have to go on your own because
We couldn't go on Saturday after the meetup, or
I mean, we could depending on time.
yeah, depending on time. Anyway, last game.
Yes.
So this is one that this is one of the few games that I actually got to demo. It's by a company called Octoraph Games. Never heard of them, but this is another one that Alex from Crafty had recommended because he knows the designer, and it's called Brick and Mortar. Really interested me because it's one of my two favorite things. Economic games. Economic games are my bread and butter. Absolutely love this. And this game has one of the most interesting mechanisms I have ever heard of or seen. So I'm going to go ahead and read the back of the box here, and then we'll take it out and look at it. So Brick and Mortar is a competitive economic game of narrow margins, quirky stores, and strategic market manipulation. You'll assume the role of an enterprising store owner seeking to expand your reach into a variety of markets. Over multiple rounds, you'll try to maximize profits, build equity, and undercut the competition, all while dealing with a market that can change at a whim of your opponents. Each round, you'll simultaneously determine the market, speculate on goods, sell what you can, and invest in victory points. Manage your store brand. So that right there is what sold me on this game. Each new store in your building provides unique benefits and restrictions. In the end, the player with the greatest investment in both stores and points wins. So, the best part of this game is obviously you're building stores, you're making money, and then you have to take that money and buy your victory points. You don't earn victory points in this game just by doing things. You have to make money and then buy your points. I was immediately sold on that.
I'm gonna suck at this game.
Why?
Name an economic game I've done good in.
Oh, thank you. Lisboa.
Okay, yeah. And after how many times have you figured out my whole thing, and it's actually not anything to do with economics, and now I lose? Mind you, he and our friends scored like 80s and 90s. I think I
You scored like 47.
I don't think I rounded the corner on the board, and I'm just like, you guys are buttholes.
Any train stock game, Abby. See, so even James is naming games.
Yeah, here's the problem. Have I won them? No.
Yeah, so the game came with a couple of promo stores, which is really cool. So we got a photography shop and a art shop, which is kind of cool. Let's go ahead and open the box and let's see exactly what's in here.
Love train games, but I'm atrocious.
All right, here. This one comes with instructions, so you can assemble the dials.
Jack it up real good. Bless
Yeah,
that.
because you did a great job before.
I did a great job. It just was not right.
Oh, that's sad.
They got a little warped.
Yeah, they're a little warped,
Just
but
put them under some boxes.
yeah, they'll be fine. So then we got our player boards here. So you build a maximum of 4 stores for each player.
I like the wine lady. That's my board.
Wait, was there a wine lady on here?
Is that not a wine lady? Oh,
She's holding perfume.
no, exactly. Wine lady.
She's holding perfume.
Well, now I need a wine lady.
All right, and I think they're actually all different.
They are all different.
Yeah, they're all different. So this one's just got some like random art on it. This one's got like it's got vegetables on it. Oh, there we go. You got it. There you go. You got your wine shop. There you go.
So that is officially
your
my
board. And then this one's got like fruit and veggies on it. All right, so you got your wish.
That was a perfect
There you
box.
go.
I was really convinced of that one. I was like, man, I love that. Like, that's good marketing because I see people drinking wine and I'm like, ooh, what you drinking? How fun is that?
All right, then we got our central board here with our victory point track and turn order. Really, really kind of
That's
simple.
a cute board.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, so go ahead and zoom in on it just a little bit there. Yeah, so here you can see the buy points track. So depending on how much money you invest in each turn, you can buy your victory points.
$106. Woof.
Gamer, like I said, I think there's a funny component for a jewelry dealer in that game where it's just a guy with a large trench coat selling goods from their coat, all cartoony style. Oh my goodness, is there really? All right, now I need to open up these.
Yeah.
I need to open up the store pack, and if that actually exists,
Right.
I'm definitely gonna show it off because that sounds fantastic.
It does. That sounds lovely.
But yeah, like it. I mean, again, the just the premise of the game just like really excited me, and the art. It's like it's kind of got like a very like modern feel to it. Like it's really pretty. All right, so here's all the store tiles, and we got some player aids. All right, so let's see. Let me look through all these real fast. If there is a guy selling jewelry out of his coat, I will definitely show it off. So you got art peddler, oh, they're in alphabetical order. So let me go to the J's.
I was like, you probably just go to the J's. This money is actually pretty nice, and I'm not a fan of typical money in games. But
Yeah, 'cause they're
actual
cards.
Cards, which is I really dig that.
Yeah, but you don't have to use the cards. And when they were demoing it, they were actually using poker chips.
Iron Place.
Yes, Iron Place to win. All right, so let's see. Oh, we did. Oh my God! It is not wrong. Seriously,
I
this is
love it.
awesome.
I love that. So
All right,
much.
yeah, let's just get a zoom in on that. Yeah, seriously,
That is
it's
beautiful.
seriously a dude selling jewelry out of his coat. That is fabulous.
Beautiful.
Oh, that is the best thing I have seen. A gamer says, I heard about it on the Shut Up and Sit Down podcast episodes. Yeah, that is fabulous. How are you going to have a guy running a shop out of 2 briefcases in his coat? That's like something you see in New York City.
I was gonna say.
Oh,
that
I just love this game a little bit
Right.
more because I didn't really get to look at all of the shop cards, but yeah, this is really awesome. So we got some like corner stores, got an antique store, a couple art stores, clothing, designer knockoffs. You can sell knockoffs.
Love it.
Oh, this is so good. Oh, let's go
Ooh,
with duty free shop. I got some electronics, an estate seller.
Ooh.
Okay.
Factory third.
Factory
Oh, I
thirds,
like
factory seconds. Oh, that's great.
That's beautiful.
So farmers are got a flea market, some food shops, fulfillment centers.
Ooh.
Okay. So I guess you can go like all sorts of angles in this game. Loading docks, you got a mall, grocer. All right,
Alright.
I'm even more excited about this game now.
Yeah.
That's really cute. Oh, I forgot the rest of the jewelry shop.
Oh no.
They took them out. Alright, there we go. And then I can throw the 2 Kickstarter shops in there. So yeah, I mean, for an economic game, definitely going to use poker chips. But I will say, like, this is really, really nice that the money is cards. And
they've got that good feel. They're not the gross.
Yeah,
they're
like,
the good ones.
I mean, they don't have a linen finish, but they're coated really nicely.
Yeah.
And it's nice that they're colorblind friendly colors.
Yes.
Like, so we got white, we got like an off pink, we got purple, and we got green. That's a really, really nice touch. I will give it that.
That there is.
And then,
things.
Oh yeah, there is. Yeah, the dials are still in the box.
I'm like, I love me putting together
Yes, there you
dials
go.
today.
So I'll give you that. Let's see, where did here we go. The instructions are here. I think I've pretty much already read the flavor text. Yeah, so in Brick and Mortar, you assume the role of an enterprising store owner seeking to expand your reach into a variety of markets. Over multiple rounds, you'll try to maximize profits, build equity, and undercut the competition, all while dealing with a market that could change the whim of your opponents. Yeah, this game just looks fabulous.
Oh. This is beautiful.
What's that?
So, first off, they're all labeled. So you've got A1.
Oh, that is really nice.
B1, but that's just, I love that for me.
All right, so let me start boxing this up. So yeah, so those are the games that I brought back from SHUX. I think I made some good decisions.
Definitely not the worst.
Yeah, I mean, even though most of them were for you anyway.
Hey, this is not like before. I didn't threaten you with anything.
I mean, that's true. I mean, considering this is like a last minute trip, it's not like come home with this or else.
Yeah.
All right, I am going to separate all of the commodity cubes though, just for ease. So yeah, so that's everything I bought. So what about you all in chat? Have you gotten any new games lately? Obviously with SHUX this past weekend and Essen Spiel coming up this weekend. Is there anything anybody's excited about that's coming out? I can honestly say I haven't really looked at what's debuting at Essen, but one that I do know off the top of my head, just because it was up there at SHUX and I did get to see it at Gen Con. I am excited for CGE's new game Starship Captains, because it's essentially Star Trek Simulator.
Yeah.
really excited to play that. They also had Deal with the Devil there, which I'm not super excited about. So Deal with the Devil, it's I think it's like a negotiation type game, but it's 4 players only, which really strange player count to have a 4-player only game.
Yeah.
But that's also debuting at Essen. It also takes like a couple of hours to play. Like, it's not very easy. Ray's in LA and gonna play that with the Murphs. Yeah, that's right. She is in LA this week because she's on her way to TwitchCon, but she made a brief stop in LA to see the Murphs. And yeah, I don't know if they're playing Deal with the Devil or Starship Captains, but yeah, I know she's there to do something with those guys. So I will probably be watching. I just love punching out a new game. Like, there's just something cathartic about it. See, I don't buy games to play. I buy games to like punch and put together, and then put them on my shelf and just stare at them for a while.
You mean people buy games to like play them?
Some of them do,
You're telling me that they don't just put them on shelves and let them sit there forever?
I know. I know.
Can't believe this. I've been lied to my whole life.
I know. Who knew that?
knew?
Who knew that people buy games to actually like play them?
Weird. That makes me uncomfortable.
All right. Well, hey, at least you're actually putting the dials together like correctly this time.
Okay, but like to be fair, it did take me a few times of reading the instructions, and I'm like, it makes sense to do it like this.
All right. Let's see what else we got here on the punch board. So we probably separate out all this money and bag it separately. No sense in putting a whole giant deck back in the box. All right, and we can also zoom back out.
Ooh, our kid is eating out tonight, apparently.
Ooh, are they? What? How does that? Great. Our kid knows what they're having for dinner. We don't know what we're having for
Also,
dinner.
our kid has.
Gamer said just posted in Discord. You aren't playing any of these. No, we're not playing any of these games. Just purely just punching them out and boxing them. But on Friday, Abby and I will be playing Village Rails on stream. So we're gonna learn that this week and then play it on Friday.
Yep.
Let's see. Gamer has posted in Discord. Let's take a look. Ordered Bullet Heart, Star, and Orange from the publisher's site, along with capsules to protect the chits. Love this game, and I missed out back then. Bullet Heart, Star, and Orange is one I definitely wanted to play because I am a huge fan of the shoot 'em up genre, and the fact that Level 99 Games like turned it into a board game, just talk about creativity.
Yeah.
Like I would like as a kid, I would never imagine like a video game being turned into a board game, but now it's kind of done like on the regular. Like you know, Cuphead has that game. Resident Evil's got a board game. Dark Souls, Bloodborne,
Mega Man.
Yeah, Mega Man. Like
Ninja Turtles.
yeah, seriously, like 6-year-old NES era me is like screaming because you know I would have wished for something like that as a kid because I liked board games growing up, but my parents didn't buy them that often for me because I am definitely not as responsible now as I was then. Like I would get a game and I would just you know lose the pieces. So you know my parents might have been right.
They might have known what they were doing.
They might have known what they were doing.
Admit that out loud.
You know, which is why they didn't buy me Fireball Island as a kid because the marbles probably would have ended up
I was
everywhere.
Like, what was the first thing on
But
your
you know
mouth
what?
when we played?
I had the last laugh because we
Still got it.
backed the Kickstarter. We got you know Restoration Games you know reprint of it, and the first thing I did, I took a picture and I said to my mom, "Is like, it took 30 years, but I bought it myself." And what?
Okay, but what did you say about it while playing it with our child?
Oh, I was like, I would have lost all
You're
these
like,
pieces.
maybe my parents were right. As our child was like, yeah.
I know, they're like
Saw
flicking the marbles
flying.
everywhere. I'm just like, oh my god, what are you doing? So, again, they probably weren't wrong.
Maybe.
Doesn't mean I have to like it.
Oh, no, they were wrong in that aspect, but you know.
Yeah, I didn't have to like that they were right, that I probably would have totally wrecked the game, and it wouldn't have lasted 30 years.
No.
It would have lasted 2 seconds, and it would have ended up in the trash.
Yep.
Yeah, I actually don't have very many of my childhood games. Like my mother was not a person that kept things, and that like super upset me because I had a lot of like games growing up that I wanted to keep. Like I had the original, you know, Key to the Kingdom. I managed to at least salvage that one, but
No, you had to rebuy that.
well, that's right. I had to rebuy because my mother threw it away.
You
That's
bought
right.
it at
Sakura-con,
Yep.
like many years back. But yeah, I was mad that she threw that one away. I had a bunch of different like themed monopolies, like when back when the op was still USAopoly. That's how far back like
before
my
they
games
were
went. I managed to save one.
Yep.
I have the New York City edition of Monopoly from like 1994. I did manage to salvage that one, but I even forget what I had. Trying to think what other games that I had that my mom just threw away. But yeah, I was not too happy with her. So when I did a foreign exchange to France in high school, I bought a French Monopoly set because, you know, it's based on Paris.
Yeah.
Threw that away.
Oh no.
I think I had one other Monopoly too. But anyway, I digress.
Gamer Ready says I have some super old games that were non-Monopoly, but not the board games we have today.
No, like I think I had like Battleship, Clue. I had a lot of the mass market games that, you know, those I wasn't too sad about that my mom got rid of. But there were definitely a couple, like Key to the Kingdom, like an original Key to the Kingdom from 1990, like before Restoration did their reprint would easily go for like $80 or $90.
I was like, you paid for it.
And I think I paid 75 for it
Yeah.
in 2014 when I found it. Yeah, I definitely paid for it, but I was so mad.
The only game I remember having as a kid, like I know we had some, but I just only remember the Hasbro version of Ants in the Pants, where you had like these plastic beans with the suspender.
You know what? That's another one that reminded me. Yeah, I remember Ants in the Pants. But Splat. I had Splat. So that was so for those that know what Splat is, it was a game that came with Play-Doh, and you would you would try to race bugs around a board and try not to get them squished. But yeah, I had that. Mom threw it away. There was this one called Quicksand, which is a roll and move game with an interesting concept. The characters were made of 5 parts, and as you sunk, you take out chunks of your character to simulate the sinking.
I actually like
That sounds morbid, but that actually sounds kind of amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so again, that's Brick and Mortar from Octarath Games. I'm really excited to play this one as well. Like I said, I think you like this one. I mean, I did
I'm
also
gonna enjoy it. I'm just gonna not be good at it.
I know, because you make
Funny enough,
you make
Jokey's-
terrible decisions in economic games.
Yeah, funny enough, Jokey's bringing home games that I think he knows he's gonna win, and that's the only reason he's bringing them home.
That's not entirely true.
That's just
Okay, it's
mostly
partially true.
Yeah.
All right, and look, 6:20. We totally timed that perfectly.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to the top screen here. So that's I think that's gonna do it for us. We'll end a little bit early tonight because we need to actually
so
figure
hungry.
out what we're having for dinner tonight. But yeah, appreciate you all hanging out. And again, Amanda Panda, thank you so much for the raid. Always appreciate you stopping by. Looking forward to having you up here in our neck of the woods this weekend. And let's see who is on that we could
Well,
send this party off to.
Don't you want to go over our schedule for the rest of the week?
I mean, we do, but as we do, I want to find somebody to raid into. So as I'm doing that, how about you bring it up? Because, you're part of this channel just as much as I am.
Can someone clip that for me, please?
Do not
I
clip
want the proof that that man just said what he said. So, Thursday, I will likely be playing,
Call to the Lamb.
Thank you. Jeez. You guys, it's been a rough week. It is only Tuesday, and my brain has put in a full 40 hours of work and then some. So that's Thursday. Friday is officially the debut of the House of Meeple Presents show.
Name is in work.
Name asterisk to be pending. We're tinkering with it, but officially House of Meeple is a thing. I mean, it always has been, but now we slapped a label on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when we're engaged, we just slapped a label on it.
Exactly.
So that'll be Friday. We're gonna play Village Rails, and then Saturday at 10 a.m. we will be over on Geek Girl Con's official Twitch channel playing Horrified American Monsters.
Yes.
And I am so stinking stoked to be bringing tabletop to a new audience. I think it's gonna be awesome.
Yep, and then the only other thing you missed is on Friday we'll be right back here playing Village Rails.
No, I said that.
Did you mention the game?
Yeah, because that's when the whole House of Meeple presents.
Oh, I thought you didn't mention the game.
Yeah, I said Village Rails
Yep.
afterwards.
And then on Sunday, on the 9th, for Tabletop After Dark, Amanda and I will be right here playing a 2-player version of Tate Wu's new game in the Stars.
Wait, is that all that you have going on this next week? Outside of...
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's it.
I was like, you're just going to skip all the rest of the days and go to Sunday?
Yeah, no, we already talked about Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we're not doing a Phantom and Panda show this Thursday because Amanda's going to be flying to Portland. So that's not going to happen. Yeah, Friday we got Village Rails. Saturday we got
Horrified American.
And then our meetup afterwards.
Yep.
And then Sunday Amanda and I will do that stream. And then like I said, after that I'll put up a schedule for next week, which a lot of exciting stuff coming up. Didn't want to put too much. But let's see. Oh, lo and behold, Ray is actually with the Brothers Murph now playing Starship Captain. So funny enough. I think Gamer I tried to post a link and that's probably what that was.
I hate it when it doesn't actually
Yeah.
show it. Just
But let's see. Kentucky Fried Dice is playing Cult of the Lamb. Funny enough. Charity Board Game is doing some Vamp on the boardwalk, Vamp on the Batwalk,
Oh,
which I
do
absolutely
love
love
that game.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot. So Cody from Jellyfish Games is actually in the booth next to us at SHUX, funnily enough.
And it was really funny because I didn't realize that until like day 2. And I was like, can you please tell Cody Jellyfish that I really appreciate him sending us that game back
Oh,
for nobody?
So Game Writers Guy did clip that for you.
Oh. Thank you.
Perfect. Just what I needed.
See, Game Artist Guy got my back. I want
Let's
you
see.
to know that will be used for malicious intent.
I'm sure it will be. All right, so let's see. Time Roller's doing some Arc Nova. Rock is playing Maglev Metro because he's
It's
right in the middle of
Rocktober.
Rocktober. Space Cast Peace Turtle's doing some Root. Wacky Tabaxi's playing Friday the 13th on NES. That's an interesting one.
Ooh. Yeah.
I don't know. Who do you want to read into?
I'll
I'll let you choose.
I mean, I would say Rock because it's Rocktober, and I feel like
All right, Rocktober. Rocktober it is. All right, so we're gonna raid into Rock. If you are a follower of the channel, please feel free to copy and paste this right here. And if you are a subscriber, go ahead and copy and paste that right there. All right, so let's get this raid going. Again, show Rock some love. We love
Rock.
him very, very dearly. Amazing board game streamer. And yeah, so we'll be back on Friday.
Yeah.
Take care, everybody. We'll see you on the flip side.
Bye.